Welcome back. This segment of our show brought to you by the Topoco Lodge. Right now, they are on their winter break. They're preparing for 2021 stays. They're opening up I think it's just a few weeks. It's usually mid-February, so about a month from now, you can start booking your stays. Matter of fact, you can book your stay right now. Just go to topoco.com or visit their Facebook page. You'll find out all about this family-owned historic site right here just an hour outside of Knoxville, the Topoco Lodge. Okay, I know there are plenty of fans who are fed up following this crazy university and its sports, and I get it. As a media guy, I get it. My question is, this one seems, well, it's not a question, it's a statement. I'll let you guys agree or disagree. I think this is wholly their own issue. Like they have made this a bigger deal than it needed to be, and I'm sure that attorneys have said, if you say anything, it could be dangerous. You could wind up regretting what you say. Then I would write 15 statements and run them all by the attorney and say, look, I'm saying something, which of these is the cleanest? Mm-hmm. The idea that they have allowed this to fester and go on, and you've got coaches interviewing elsewhere because they don't know if they're staying or going, that's all UT's creation. And the fact that the narrative, the fact you have two camps. No, he's clearly safe. No, he's clearly gone. It reminds me of John Curry and what he did with the John Gruden thing. He just let it go. Never put a knife in it. And now he got all kinds of hell when he didn't come back with John Gruden. And you still have people in this country, in this city, who believe John Gruden turned down was offered the job and had it and was going to take it. And Jimmy Haslam came in and it was some sort of wrestling match. This crazy nonsense conspiracy stuff is out there. There are books written about it that people actually spent their money on. Because John Curry didn't step up and say, we're not getting Gruden. I think UT is doing the same kind of thing. Just by letting it go, you make the situation worse. Agree, disagree? Am I off base on that? Are you feel as angry about it as I do?
Yeah, I agree. And the difference is that, and Jimmy's talked about it before, at least there was some sort of thought with Curry that he'd steer the public towards other candidates, right? To where he could do his job and talk to. At least there was some sort.
Yeah, he allowed it.
Right.
Yeah, he liked it because it was diverting what he was really doing.
It was a cover story.
At least there's some sort of thought process and upside to that. I don't see what the upside of being so silent is, other than they're, at least now at this point, they're probably so close to the finish line that they don't see a reason to do it now. But I think John hit on it. It's the legal thing. We don't want to say anything that could come back in our face. But I don't see where the upside is. Even if you say something that is not like really over the top, at least it calms things down just a touch. And then from potential, if you part ways with Pruitt, it doesn't look good. If you keep Pruitt, it doesn't look good. Players transferring out, everything else, it's just, I don't see where the upside is for it.
A couple of quick things. First off, and contrary to what a lot of people think, John Curry never talked to Gruden, right? That never happened. Mm-hmm. I can tell you with 99% certainty on that one, a lot of those reports right there. Here's the other thing, too. So the law firm signed an agreement with Tennessee November the 19th to agree to be their representatives, right? A month later, Tennessee gets a bowl bid, and Philip Fulmer is talking about what a nice job Pruitt has done and kind of giving him a vote of confidence, right? A month later. Well, Fulmer had to know. He had to know this was going on. That's the only thing, and I guess the strongest thing that's been said in support of Pruitt. But you knew the AD had to know something was going on there. But now it's like, okay, now this thing has come out publicly, we're not going to say anything. I think it's a PR disaster. I don't understand why they have gone down this road. I do get the idea that you feel like you're handcuffed a little bit. But, John, I think you make a good point. Run it by the attorneys so we could at least say something.
Right.
A statement saying nothing is still something, just to let people know where they stand. Yeah. Bob?
Well, I think
you're a fan. You're a fan
as a fan of this has gotten tiresome. This, to me, and you said, are you tired of covering this? I mean, to me, this almost feels like it goes back to Lane Kiffin. I mean, it just feels like it's one, what is that movie?
I thought you were going to say goes back to Abe
Unending
Lincoln.
Tale or Never-Ending Tale? Or
Never-Ending Story.
Day.
I mean, this all just feels like a big piece of the same story that you have peaks and valleys of oddities. I mean, I thought, hiring Derek Dooley, that was really bizarre. And then the Butch Jones era was bizarre, and then the Pruitt search that ended up with all these things. So, you guys that are here every day and you're on to this, I would have to be tired of it because it just feels like it hasn't stopped since Lane Kiffin got up and said, I'm heading to USC, let's go.
Well, I know this. I haven't checked Twitter, but I know somebody in that time has probably sent me a note saying, UT doesn't owe you anything. They don't owe you a statement. That's right, they don't. They don't owe me a statement. They would be helping themselves if they put out a statement because it would be telling the fans what's going on.
I'm a season ticket holder. I mean, you don't owe me anything, but boy, it sure would be nice to know what I'm paying for here in about 2 months.
And I've heard from season ticket holders who are saying no more because it's such a crap show, shall we say? That's the literal word.
Yeah.
Well, that's a twist on the word that was sent to me. That's why they're not buying anymore. Done with it. They're tired of this nonsense. So I don't know. It's. I think they'd help themselves by saying something, even if it's a one paragraph statement. We're waiting for the investigation to finish. Done.
There's an emoji for that.
There is an emoji for that. 2 eyes. Yeah. Bob, thanks for joining us. We got Mark Pankratz coming up next. Talk about the Vols' victory over Vanderbilt. Come on back on the Sports Source.